Hello, my name's Toby Thompson. I'm here today with Dr. Ruth Bender, reader in Corporate Financial Strategy here at Cranfield School of Management. Ruth, the Lib Dems have suggested that the government privatise RBS and Lloyds by giving us all, you and me both, shares. What's your view on that?
Oh, I don't like it at all, Toby. Superficially, it sounds really a good idea, but I think it's wrong for admin, for financial reasons, and for reasons of fairness. I think, as far as the admin goes, can you imagine sorting things out for 46 million shareholders? I mean, the actual postage, just sending out all the details, mind you, it would make the Royal Mail profitable, so maybe that's what they want out of it. But just the sheer weight of dealing with 46 million people for each of those companies, I think is very expensive. I think there's better ways to use the money.
And financially?
Financially, what's going to happen is the government is going to give us the shares if this goes ahead, and we can sell them whenever we want. When we sell them, the first part of the proceeds will go back to the government. So the Treasury will recover eventually the £66 billion it put into this. But the thing is, eventually, if I hold my shares for 10 years, the Treasury won't get its money back for 10 years when it kind of needs it now. And also, I teach finance. I understand that money has a time value. So the fact that the Treasury put in £66 billion and is only going to get back that same £66 billion so many years later offends my sense of financial propriety. They should give more back later because they've put the money in.
So as Joe Public, I wouldn't necessarily know how to sell shares. I wouldn't know how to do that.
And that's exactly it. That, I think, is the problem of fairness. The argument that they're making is we all bore the pain of the bank crash, we should all get the gain. But we didn't all bear the pain. I mean, I'm very fortunate. I work for Cranfield, which is surviving very nicely, thank you. I'm okay as things stand. A lot of people have suffered a great deal of pain. Public services have been cut because the government doesn't have the money. To give people like me the same amount of money as anybody else, I'll gain, they won't. And if you take it further, I mean, if we just say that people who are poorer probably aren't as financially sophisticated, they'll get the shares, they'll need the money, they'll sell the shares. You have two problems there. The shares will be worth more if you hold them for longer, all things being equal. They'll miss out on that gain. But also you'll have a wave of people selling immediately. Supply and demand means the share price will go down. The people who need the money will sell it cheaply, and oddly enough the people who'll benefit will be the financial institutions who buy them off them cheaply, who'll get a much better deal than they would if it was privatised in another way.
But we're in a business school, we're sat in a business school here. Are you against privatisation?
Oh no, I don't want the government owning the banks. I'm all for privatisation of these banks. I just think there's better ways to do it. You could do it by selling us the shares, like the old Ted Sid privatisations back in the 80s, or you could do it by a placing, actually selling the shares to financial institutions and let them trickle down. I'm not against privatisation, I'm just against this form of doing it.
So what's likely to happen?
They will privatise. I think the Lib Debs are in favour of giving the shares to us. The Conservatives are very non-committal about it. I'm kind of hoping it'll get washed out and something else will take over. But they will privatise it, and probably quite soon.
So is there anything we can do as individuals? What's your recommendation?
Oh, that's a really good question. If the government privatises and sells shares to people, past history says that privatisations tend to sell cheaply because they want it to be a success. So it might be good to buy them, but I don't give investment advice.
Ruth Bender, thank you very much indeed for your time today.